Hey friends! Okay, we have another craft today. This one is, I guess it could be spring or Easter or both if you wanted. This is a carrot and I am just painting it white because I'm going to put a napkin on it, and it's easier to see the napkin. You can see it better if you paint the background first. So here I'm putting Mod Podge on here, and it's kind of dirty. That's actually from my brush. Apparently I didn't clean it well enough, and it doesn't matter. You're not going to see it anyway. I'm making a straight line here because I don't want the napkin to go onto the leaves, and here you can see the napkin. And I'm just kind of lining it up as best as I can. Even with a pattern like this, I like to see it more straight rather than just kind of all over the place. I don't know, that's just how I like it. So here I'm just drying it so that I can take off the edges, which is what I'm doing right here. This is just a gator sander. It's a sandpaper thing that I use to cut basically the paper off the sides. Now I'm just distressing the leaves. They are going to get covered, but you will be able to see them a little bit through it, so I just wanted to distress it. And then I decided to go to the entire carrot and distress it too. And by distress, I just mean that I'm using my ink pads to make them look a little older. So this one is the brown one that I have to use with a napkin because it's so old. It came out of the thing, but it still has some life in it, so I'm gonna use it. And as you can see, it takes away the brightness of that white, which we all know I don't like bright and white. Alright, so here I'm just taking some pics. Actually, these are from like a full, where did I get this? I think I got it at Michael's, and I thought it looked pretty close to Carrot Tops, but I didn't want it to look exactly like Carrot Tops. I kind of wanted some little flowers in there or something just to give it a little bit more, I don't know, character to it. So I'm stapling it down. I did glue it, but now I'm stapling it just to make sure those don't come off. I just want to make sure they don't like pop off out of nowhere because, again, I sell my stuff, so I want to make sure it's secure. And now I'm just kind of adding little pieces here and there to fill it and, you know, make sure it looks nice. Okay, now I'm going to make a bow. I want to make a like really big, fluffy, like messy bow. This one's going to have different types of ribbon. Like this one's like a sheer, pretty brown ribbon. And then I go to a patterned ribbon that's kind of a plaid that has orange and a teal color. It's kind of on the green side, but you know, not green, but I figured it would work. And then there's like this brown, well, tan kind of check. I'm just kind of throwing all kinds of stuff in here. This is burlap. I also have this, which people are calling Excelsior or Sisal, so, you know, whatever you want. And then this is like a natural color ticking. And here's the plaid again. So I'm just kind of throwing whatever in here. And also these pieces like this plaid, that's actually from a ribbon, a wired ribbon. So what I did was cut that ribbon down into, I think this one I cut into 3 pieces. So I'm using both the center and also the part with the wire in it. So that's an option. If you don't have a bunch of different fabrics, you can just take the ribbon that you have and cut it down if it's too wide. And if it has wired edges, use them. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna make a tag, which, you know, we all know I love. And I'm using my pinking shears. And I think they're so cute, these tags. They just kind of give it a finished off look, and I don't know, I like them. I think they're cute. Mine, however, end up getting a good dose of distressing because, you know, that's just me. That's what I like. So on here I am taking my trusty little stamps, which I love these stamps that connect. It makes life so much easier. And I'm putting Welcome Spring. And I'm kind of doing it at an angle because this is a carrot that's going to lay on its side. And so I wanted to face the words so that they're kind of facing you normally when the carrot is sort of sitting on a shelf. So I just went in at an angle and put in Welcome Spring. Nothing special, just, you know, stamped it down. So now I'm going to distress, as always, and it's really just kind of bending it and crinkling it. At one point I take the whole thing and just kind of smush it in my hand. And you're just getting it wrinkly and just basically looking like it's really old. So there you can see, just kind of wrinkle it up. So here I'm taking the first ink pad, which is the brown one, and again, which is the one that's falling apart, but still has some life in it. And I'm going over the whole thing just to age it. Now I'm taking the black one and I'm going over the edges to darken them even more. I do end up kind of going over it lightly all over the front of it. I don't know if you can see it there. And that actually, I like putting the black over the wrinkles because it sort of highlights those wrinkles. Alright, so here I am gluing down the bow, and I do go in after and staple it right here. And that's just to sort of make sure, again, that nothing's going to fall off, everything stays secure, because again, I sell my items and I want them to be properly secured. So now that the bow is on, I go in and I try to figure out which way do I want to do the tag. So I glue in the tag first, and you'll see what I mean by those words are sideways. I need to get my finger protector there. So now when you lay it on its side, you'll see the words sort of straight on. Now more of this Excelsior or Sisal, or whatever everybody wants to call it. I just think it gives it such a cute little finished look, and I end up adding like a button on top of that I thread. I think this whole thing came out so cute. Let me know what you guys think. Follow for more.